All right, good morning, garden friends. Today we're going to be over here by my garden shed because I got a surprise that I was not expecting. As you guys know, in my window boxes here, I had planted some lemon coral sedum. And I don't pack, but then I end up adding mulch to it to help keep the moisture. Well, I think I'm going to have to change my thought process when it comes to the window boxes and my small planters because I am noticing that it is having a negative effect on the growth of my lemon coral sedum, especially over here. And then I also noticed it on my pansies. Now, this area, because it's still early, probably about 2 o'clock will be full sun over here. And, that's the environment that lemon coral sedum likes to have. And at first, when I turn the camera around and show you, at first I thought it was, the freezing, and then it warms up, and then it rains, and then it freezes. But as I got to looking and then also understanding the ideal conditions for lemon coral sedum, I had an aha moment. That aha, me putting mulch was having a negative impact on a plant that does not require a lot of water. And because of me placing the mulch on or around it, it was holding too much water in the window boxes. I have excellent draining, so I knew that wasn't a problem. And the only thing that I could surmise is that the mulch was retaining too much water for them. So I'm changing up how I approach my window boxes and also some of my small containers. So let me turn the camera around so I can show you what I'm talking about. There is still some that's good, but I think what I'm gonna do is just clean them all out. Anything that I can salvage, I'll propagate it into, a different container. But I'm gonna do new soil in it and end up putting gravel on top of it to get more drainage so that the mulch isn't holding on to water. And I know a couple months ago, I had asked a question that I did not see a lot of individuals putting mulch around their pots or their window boxes, and like I said, my thought process was here in Georgia, the high humidity and heat that we have, these guys are not hooked up to a drip system. I thought I was doing the right thing. But you know what? That's the thing about gardening. You end up learning. So let me turn the camera around and show you what ended up happening to my lemon coral sedum. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. This side isn't as bad. And while this looks like it's freezer burn, it was like white, fuzzy stuff on it. And so I am going to salvage what I can out of here, bleach these containers because, like I said, it did look like mold on here, so that the new plants that I end up putting in here will not end up getting impacted. But I am going to do the lemon coral sedum back in here. But let me show you the other container. That's actually worse. You see that? Like I said, I thought it was frost. This is way too much moisture for the lemon coral sedum. And like I said, instead of putting the mulch, I'm going to use like little pebbles to put in here to allow the drainage, allow it to dry out, because, one of the things, especially with containers, sticking my finger in here and making sure that it should be watered. Because like I said, I do not have drip systems connected to these. And, that too can be part of the problem is, I come over here and I think water these guys down really good so they can handle the heat. And in actuality, I'm doing more harm to them. So we're gonna go into the greenhouse, get these guys dumped out, and then I'll show you the plants that I'm gonna be putting in here. Okay, so I got to thinking about it. And I think, especially this one, these little small pieces, I'm gonna see if I can get these that look healthy, take those out. And they got good roots on them. And then I will go ahead and put these guys in some separate containers, because as long as they have connection with the soil, they will grow. But this one, I'm just literally gonna dump this out, get it cleaned up, and then put in the new plants. And what I'm gonna be doing is, like I said, I'm gonna do the Lemon Coral Sedum, and then I have the Proven Winners Bright Light Purple. Oh, how do you say that? Osteoperum, and in the pink, and then also in the yellow. Now, while these guys like part sun, and the same thing for, the Lemon Coral Sedum, I find that they do better in full sun. But like I said, about 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the sun will be fully over on this side. And it's usually, and it's the hot afternoon sun, but only for about 3 to 4 hours. So I'm kind of hoping that going this route will allow both of these guys to, be successful. And then, like I said, I'm going to top it off with the small little pebbles that I used on my succulent containers. So we're just going to go ahead and get this dumped. Oh yeah, this is really wet at the bottom. But like I said, I do have, it drains well because I can see it when it overfills. And maybe that's part of the problem too. All right, so let me go and get this cleaned, and then I'll come in and get the new dirt in here and get these guys planted up. Okay, so the other thing that I ended up doing, I got my rocks over here. I actually filled this up just to make sure that the drain holes worked, because I do have this like little reserve, and it did. So that's a good thing to know. It is draining properly. So let's go ahead and get this filled up. And this is container soil. Go ahead and put these guys in here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take, yes I am. I'm gonna take it off. Because the thought process with the containers being small, for the roots to be able to grow and it not get root bound so quickly. I mean, because it's got like this. It's got some really nice roots on it. Now, because these guys got watered from the rain that we had, I am not going to water these guys. Give them a chance to dry out before I put any water on them. Let's get this filled in. And I think that gives it a really nice, clean look too. And the good thing about the rocks, and I'm glad I'm doing this, like I said, it will keep the moisture or holding too much moisture close to the plants. And then, like I said, the drainage is actually working very, very well. So let me go ahead and put this in the window box, and then I'll go ahead and get the other one done. And then I will show you what it looks like. And I'll actually show you the entire front of the garden shed, because my daffodils that I planted in the containers are coming up. My alliums are coming up. My hawthorn is starting to bloom. Now, the one thing with the hawthorn, I have to, which I'm probably going to do, is I'm going to use some of my rose and flower care, because the leaves end up getting a little spotty, and they're known for that. But I'll just get those guys taken care of to start off the spring with tons of color, guys. All right, let me go ahead and get this put up and the other one done, and then I'll show you the front of the garden shed. Okay, it looks so nice over here. And the other thing that I did, because I thought by lining the holes up with the seams in the floor that it would allow the drainage. So I put little raised feet up under all the pots just to make sure we have the good drainage. And man, this side looks so good. I don't know if you guys remember, that was my white lie that I had propagated. It had to be a year and a half ago. And look how well it's doing. But the window boxes, I think, with the gravel in it, it is not going to allow it to hold water. And then I end up with that mold again. But just this one pot I did, because the other ones didn't seem to be affected. And then look at my alliums. They're coming up. But this area, I'm sorry about the sun. Like I said, it gets bright over here. But I got some I think those are Winston Churchill daffodils that are coming up. But everything looks so pretty over here. So I am really happy with how this ended up turning out. And then guys, look at my climbing rose. It is doing so well. All right, garden friends, if there is one thing that I would like you to take away from this video is there is so much to learn from gardening. While I have Lemon Coral Sedum in other containers without mulch, some that are in the ground, is being able to understand what may work for one area may not work in another. So this was definitely an aha moment for me because I thought I was doing the right thing and being creative in conserving water in my containers to where they would stay nice and moist, not realizing that I was doing more damage than good. Well, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner. And if you enjoy my content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm actually going to be doing a spin-off of my other aha moments. So I look forward to you checking that out. Hope you can get into your garden today.